Hello everyone, it is WolvesDB here and welcome along to another video on my YouTube channel. Before I start the video, please feel free to subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications, like the video and comment down below if YouTube allows comments about the video. However, please do not spam the comments because I will just delete any spam comments. Right then, let's get into the video. Now, this video is further reaction to the collapse of the European Super League before it had hardly begun. I think it is fair to say that football fans had won the battle yesterday, and whilst we should all congratulate ourselves on that, the war is far from over. I stated in my previous YouTube video that I thought the time had come for an independent regulator to be able to make legalisation to protect English football. Now, I have now written to the Prime Minister Boris Johnson, the Secretary of State for Digital Culture, Media and Sport Oliver Dowden, and to my local constituency MP. This is what I put in my letter. I am writing to you in relation to the collapse of the proposals that were announced by 12 football clubs across Europe, including 6 from England, for a European Super League competition. The time has come for the government to appoint an independent regulator which could make legalisation to protect English football. This would be designed to protect fans who should be involved in key decisions about their clubs, especially such as moving stadiums. Fans across the country should be involved in any district discussions to reform any competitions. More money should be more equally distributed down the football pyramid, and greater action should be taken against rogue football owners. That's the end of the letter. Hopefully I got my main points across in the letter whilst keeping the letter brief. Alan Pace, the chairman of Burnley, in the website article titled An Open Letter to Burnley Supporters and the English Football Community, which was on the Burnley Football Club website dated yesterday on Tuesday the 20th of April, first mentions the idea of an independent regulator to make legalisation to protect English football. I agree with this idea, hence why I've written to Parliament about it, and the link to that article will be in the description. Football clubs need protecting from each other and from themselves, and football has shown it is unable to do this within the game itself. Such a thing should never be allowed to happen again, and supporters need to be protected from such proposals being planned without their consent or even their knowledge. And a brief word of why football means so much to me. Football clubs mean so much to their local communities in general. It's why I support Wolves. They're my local football team. I live within walking distance from the ground. On match days, I can leave the house where I live half an hour before kick-off and still get inside the ground in time for the kick-off. At least 4 different generations of my family support Wolves. My mum and dad met on the train going to a Wolves away match. And what it means to me and my family is summed up by this from my niece. She's wrote on a piece of paper with the Wolves badge, the Wolves. The Wolves are the best to me and Dad. Dad is a fan of Wolves, and I love it so much. In truth, just reading it on a piece of paper does not do justice as to how much it means for us to support our local team, and pre-lockdown at least, to be able to go to matches. So hence why I showed you the paper to show you exactly what it means. And this is what the owners of the big 6 clubs simply don't get. They don't get it. Fans like the sport because of the uncertainty. And yes, Wolves are in the Premier League. There have been times we've been champions of England, although I don't remember it. And there have been times when we've been in the 4th division. Throughout all these periods, though, there's still been the local team, and there's never been a question about supporting another football club, even if at times it might have been easier to do so. My niece knows who Billy Wright is, even though he played for the club some 60 years ago. Fans across the country, however, can now use this opportunity to reform football in this country. I would not be making this video, and I would not have written to a letter to my MP if I didn't believe this. As I said in my last video, if the UK government were to appoint an independent regulator, I now believe it would have the support of the majority of football fans in this country. The clubs cannot realistically complain if the government now choose to do this, and I wouldn't have any sympathy with them at all. This is the start of the long-term changes to the game that are urgently needed to prevent this sort of thing from ever happening again. We may have won the battle yesterday, but the war's far from over. But eventually fans will win the war as well. So that concludes my video, and I hope you've enjoyed the video. Once again, please feel free to subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications, like the video, and comment down below if YouTube allows comments about the video. However, I will say again, please don't spam the comments because I will just delete any spam comments. So it just remains for me to say thank you for watching the video, and I will see you soon. Bye, and up the fans.